Hi everyone, Monisha here. This is the third part, that is episode 3rd of light reflection and refraction. In this video, I will be explaining you about uses of concave and convex mirror and image formation by convex mirror, then derivation of mirror formula, magnification and some of the problems pertaining to that. So these are the topics I am going to cover in this video. In my previous video, I had completed image formation by concave mirror and sign convention. Okay, so in this video, these are the topic which I already told. Let us start the session. Moving on to the image formation by convex mirror. The image formation of convex mirror has two types. One is when the object is at infinity, and another one is when the object is between infinity and the pole. This is the finite measurement of the object. Okay, so when the object is at infinity, the image will form behind the mirror and at principal focus. Okay, and the image will be highly diminished, means very small point sized, virtual and erect image, not a inverted image. Here in the case of convex mirror, the image formation will be always virtual and erect itself. Okay, next is when the object is placed between infinity and pole P. So the distance of this object can be measured. Okay, next, if this is the case, then the position of the image will be between pole and principal focus of the convex mirror. The image form will be highly diminished and again virtual and erect. Moving on to the first one, that is when the object is placed at infinity. So what happens when the object is placed at infinity? The light rays emanating from the object hits the surface of the convex mirror. So after hitting the surface of the convex mirror, it reflects. So the reflected ray appears to be coming from a certain point. Okay, it appears to come from a certain point that is at the principal focus. So the image formation will happen exactly at the principal focus itself. Whereas the image is highly diminished, means very small sized image will be formed, point size, and virtual and erect image. Erect means straight image. Okay, so this is in the case when the object is at infinity. When the object is at infinity, the light rays hit the convex surface of the mirror, and then after reflection, the reflected rays appears to coming from a certain point. That point is principal focus. So this is in the case of first one, that is at infinity. Second case is when the object is placed between infinity and pole of the mirror. Here the object AB is placed between infinite region and pole P. It is in the between region and it is measurable distance. Okay, so when this is the case, the light rays emanating from the point source, that is the light rays emanating from the object AB, once it hits the surface, I will explain you about the first incident ray. This is the first incident ray which hits the surface of the convex mirror and reflects. So this first reflected ray appears to coming from a point, that is principal focus. Okay, the first reflected ray appears to come from a certain point and that point is principal focus. Next is the second incident ray. You can see here the second incident ray hit the surface and retraces the same path. It comes along with the same path itself. Why this happens? Because the incident ray appears to be directed towards the center of curvature. When any ray is directed towards the center of curvature, then the reflected ray always trace back the same line. Okay, so these are the two reflected rays, and what happens, the two reflected rays coincident at a point. Okay, it coincides at a perfect point. So at this point, the image formation will happen. The image formation will be between pole of the mirror and principal focus. So this is the image formation when the object is placed between infinity and pole. So when the object is between infinity and pole, the image will be between pole and principal focus in the case of convex mirror. And the image will be again highly diminished. Highly diminished means you can't properly see it. Okay, highly diminished, virtual and erect. Means very small sized image will be formed. So this is the explanation about both the image formation in the case of convex mirror. Hope you understood this. Next is uses of concave mirror. Concave mirrors are commonly used in torches. The surface of the mirror is made up of concave mirror. Next is in searchlights. The surface of the searchlights is also made up of concave mirror. Next, the vehicle headlights to get powerful parallel beam of light. The vehicle headlights are usually made up of concave mirrors. They are often used in shaving mirrors to see large image of the face. Okay, it is also used in shaving mirrors to see the large image of the face. The dentists use concave mirrors to see large images of the teeth of a patient. Okay, not only us, the dentist also uses concave mirrors to see the large surface or the large image of the tooth of a person. Large concave mirrors are used to concentrate sunlight to produce heat in solar furnaces. So this concave mirror has immense applications. It is also used in the solar furnace. You can see here, this is the solar furnace. Solar furnace is a device that uses an array of mirrors. Array of mirrors means a large collection of mirrors to redirect and concentrate the sun's rays onto a small surface area, thus producing extremely high temperature. The temperature can go high as 3500 degrees Celsius. So these are some of the uses of concave mirrors. Let us move on to the uses of convex mirrors. Uses of convex mirror. Convex mirrors are used in rear view mirrors in vehicle. Convex mirrors are often used to see around the corners here in busy corridors. And in rear view mirrors in a car, convex mirrors are used for the widened field of view. Okay, and why it is used? Convex mirrors are commonly used in rear view wing mirrors in vehicles. These mirrors are fitted on the sides of the vehicle, enabling the driver to see traffic behind him or her to facilitate safe driving. Convex mirrors are preferred because they always give an erect though diminished image. Although they have a wider field of view as they are curved outwards, thus convex mirrors enable the driver to view much larger area than would be possible with the plane mirror. So this is the main reason why convex mirrors are used in rear view mirror of the vehicles. Now I am going to explain you about how to derive mirror formula. Okay, so before deriving mirror formula, we need to understand how to construct this ray diagram. Here I have taken a concave mirror. Okay, here I have taken a concave mirror like this. So the center of the concave mirror will be principal axis. Fine. So in this, an object AB is placed. Okay, an object AB. So an object AB is placed. So when light emits from object AB, okay, this is the incident ray. It falls on the concave surface. Okay, so this is the shaded region. So it falls on the concave surface of the mirror and reflects. So where it reflects, it goes through the principal focus. Okay, it goes through the principal focus. So consider another one ray which is passing through the principal focus. When another incident ray passes through the principal focus, then the reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis, right? We have already studied in the previous episode. So when any incident ray is moving through the principal focus, then the reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis. When any ray is parallel to the principal axis, the reflected ray will pass through the principal focus. Okay, so these two reflected rays coincide at a point. Okay, it coincides at a point. This is the formation of image. At that point, the image formation will appear. So in the concave mirror, the image will be always virtual and inverted. Sorry, real and inverted. Okay, it is always real and inverted image will be formed. So this is the basic of ray diagram, how to make a formation of a ray diagram. So next I will tell you. So this is the pole point. Okay, so this is the pole point. So from pole, so the distance from pole to object is called as object distance, which I have considered here. Okay, so the distance from pole side, okay, from the mirror, okay, from the mirror to object is called as object distance, and the distance from the mirror, that is from pole to image, is called as image distance. Image distance is V and object distance is U. So this is the image distance. Okay, the distance from image to the pole is called as image distance. So next, the distance from principal focus to pole. Okay, the distance from this principal focus to pole is focal length, which is represented by small letter f. So this is the distance. The distance from pole to the principal focus is given by or represented by small letter f, that is focal length. So next what happens? See here. So this is V and this is f. If this is V and this is f, what about this distance f and b dash? So whole V minus f will be the distance of this, okay, which I have mentioned here. Okay, the whole distance minus this f will be the distance of this b dash f. Similarly, the whole distance from object to mirror is object distance and this is focal length. So the distance from principal focus to the object is u minus f. So this is v minus f and this is u minus f. Okay, so these are the things you need to consider. I hope you understood how to create a formation of image. So next we will move to the derivation part. Okay, next we will move to the derivation part. So moving to the derivation part. So here, first you can notice in this diagram, so this ABF will be similar to that of a triangle, and likewise this FPN is also a triangle. So we will consider in the first case. Okay, so we will consider in triangle ABF and triangle FPN. Okay, so one triangle is okay, so this is A, B, F and another one is F, P, N. Okay, and the distance is here from B to F, the distance is U minus F, and from F to P the distance is F. Okay, so these are the distances which we have to consider here. Okay, we need to compare these two triangles. You can see here AFB angle is equal to PFN angle. Why? Because both are vertically opposite to each other. Okay, so AFB angle is equal to PFN because both are vertically opposite angles. Okay, so next one is, so these two will become perpendicular. Okay, this one and this one will be perpendicular to the principal axis. If it is perpendicular to the principal axis, then it will be 90 degree, right? So this is 90 degree and this is also 90 degree. Therefore, ABF angle is equal to NPF angle because both are 90 degree. Okay, from 1 and 2, two angles are equal. So by AA similarity criterion, that is angle similarity criterion, if two angles of two triangles are equal, then the two triangles are similar to each other. That is triangle ABF is similar to triangle FPN. If this happens, then the sides will be in equal ratio. Okay, then AB by PN is equal to BF by PF. Okay, so if two triangles are similar to each other, then the corresponding sides will be in equal ratio. Therefore, AB by PN is equal to BF by FP. So here we need to consider one more fact. So this PN, okay, so this is PN. This PN is similar to that of A dash B dash. Okay, and AB is similar to that of MP. Now we can write here also. That is AB is equal to MP and A dash B dash is equal to PN. So if PN is equal to A dash B dash, instead of PN we can write it as A dash B dash, right? So we can write AB by A dash B dash is equal to BF. What is the value for BF here? The distance of BF is U minus F divided by PF, the distance of PF is F. Okay, so this is equation 1. So let this be equation 1. So next we need to compare next two triangles, that is A dash B dash F and FPM. So these are the two triangles we need to compare. So in triangle A dash B dash F and triangle FPM. Okay, in these two triangles, so these triangles are in the form okay, so this is A dash B dash F and P, and this is M. Okay, so this will be F, so and this is B dash F is V minus F. Okay, so these are the distances. So next in these two triangles, again these two angles are vertically opposite to each other. So A dash F B dash angle is equal to PFM angle, because both are vertically opposite angle. Next again, if a line is drawn on the principal axis, then the line will be perpendicular. So what happens? A dash B dash F is equal to MPF, because both are 90 degree. So if two angles are equal in two triangles, by AA similarity criterion, the two triangles will be similar. That is, triangle A dash B dash F is similar to triangle FPM. If two triangles are equal, then the corresponding sides will be in equal ratio. Therefore, what happens? MP by, I am taking from positive side. Okay, MP by A dash B dash is equal to PF by B dash F. Okay, so what happens? We have already written MP is also equal to AB. So instead of MP, we can write it as AB. So AB by A dash B dash is equal to PF. So what is the distance of PF here? It is small letter f divided by, so distance of B dash F is V minus F. Okay, this is equation 2. So now what we have to do is, we need to compare equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, so compare equation 1 and 2. So in equation 1 and 2, LHS are equal to each other. If LHS are equal, the RHS will be equal to each other, right? So if LHS AB by A dash B dash is equal to the LHS of the second equation, then the RHS are equal. That is, U minus F divided by F is equal to F by V minus F. So these two are equal to each other. Then what we have to do? We need to cross multiply it. Okay, so F into F is F square is equal to U minus F into V minus F. Fine. So F square is equal to, we need to multiply it, U into V minus F minus F into V minus F. Okay, so F square is equal to UV minus UF minus FV minus into minus plus F square. Here what happens? This plus F square and this plus F square cancels each other. Why? Because if I shift this plus F square, this side will become minus F square. Plus and minus are unlike signs, always subtract each other. So next, the remaining is UV minus UF minus FV. So next I will shift these two negative symbols to this side. Okay, it will become plus UF plus VF is equal to UV. Next, I am going to divide these three terms by using UVF. Okay, I am going to divide this in order to derive the formula. So it will become UF by UVF plus VF by UVF is equal to UV by UVF. Okay, so here UF and UF get cancels each other, VF and VF get cancels each other, UV and UV get cancels each other. So what is remaining here? 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. That is also equal to 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U, which is our mirror formula. So this is how we need to derive the mirror formula. Okay, and the mirror formula is same for all the concave and convex mirror. Mirror formula, it is not lens formula, it is mirror formula. I hope you understood this. Since this is image distance and object distance, the magnification is also related to object and image distance. So it is given as V, that is image distance, by U, that is object distance. Since in the sign convention, whatever is there below the principal axis is taken as negative, so we can write it as minus V by U, because image is below the principal axis. Then what this negative sign signifies is, if the magnification is negative, then it signifies, see here, if the magnification is negative, it signifies the image is real and invert. Okay, real and invert. If the magnification in any question, if they give magnification as a negative number, then you have to keep it in mind, then that image formed is inverted and real. Okay, if the magnification is positive, if the magnification is positive, then the image is virtual and erect. Okay, virtual and erect. So this is the sign convention you have to understood. Next, so what is magnification? Magnification produced by a spherical mirror gives the relative extent to which the image of an object is magnified with respect to the object size. So it is expressed as the ratio of height of the image, the ratio of height of the image by height of the object, and is usually represented by letter M. So this magnification is represented by small letter M, which is given as h dash, that is height of an image by height of an object, and which is given as minus V by U. If h is the height of the object and h dash is the height of the image, then magnification produced by spherical mirror is given by M is equal to h dash by h. Then the magnification M is also related to the object distance U and image distance V. So magnification M is given as h dash by h is equal to minus V by U. You may note that the height of the object is taken to be positive. The height of the object, this is the height of the object, which is taken as positive, as the object is usually placed above the principal axis. I have already told you, if any object or image is above the principal axis, then that distance is taken as positive. The height of the image should be taken as positive for virtual images. The height of the image is taken as positive for virtual, only for virtual images it will become positive. However, it is to be taken as negative for real images. I have told you. So if the magnification is negative, then the image is real and inverted. If the magnification is positive, then the image is virtual and erect. A negative sign in the value of magnification indicates the image is real. Next, a positive sign in the value of magnification indicates the image is virtual. So this is all about magnification. So this is very important formula, that is M is equal to h dash by h. H is height of an image and this is height of an object, where V is distance of an image and this is distance of an object. Okay, so this is distance. So distance of image divided by distance of object. So hope you understood this. So this is example 1 problem, and the problems in physics are very important. Usually one or the two problems will appear in your board exam. Okay, so please concentrate while doing physics problems. So here a convex mirror used for rear view. Rear view means they are used in cars and bikes. Okay, so a convex mirror used for rear view on an automobile has a radius of curvature. So radius of curvature is given 3 meter. Okay, so radius of curvature. Before writing this, I have to explain about sign convention. So radius of curvature is 3 meter. If a bus is located at 5 meter from this mirror, find the position, nature and size of the image. Okay, so this is the question. So before solving the question, we need to know the sign convention. Sign convention means in physics it is not the usual way of doing the problems. We have to consider the negative and positive sign according to the image and the object distance and the height of the image and the object. Okay, so just as your maths graphical representation, so in graphical representation what we do, so here this will be the positive x-axis and this will be the negative x-axis. So this will be positive y-axis and this will be negative y-axis, right? So this will be the pole point, that is origin point. So we need to consider this is the mirror. Okay, so in this pole point or the origin point, the mirror will be placed. So whatever comes to the right hand side of the mirror will be positive, and whatever comes to the left hand side will be negative, and whatever comes upside from if this is considered, the center line is considered as a principal axis, so whatever comes above the principal axis is considered as positive, and below the principal axis is considered as negative. Okay, so I will tell you by taking mirror itself. So consider this as a concave mirror. Concave mirror means this side will be polished and this side will be unpolished. So this side is unpolished surface. Okay, and the center line which passes through the mirror will be principal axis. So what happens in concave mirror, usually the object and the image will form on the left hand side itself. Okay, only in one case, that is when the object is placed between principal focus and pole. At that case the image will form behind the mirror. So rest of the case usually the image will form here itself to the left hand side. Okay, so here an incident ray passes and hits the mirror and moves through the principal focus. Okay, another ray passing through the principal focus hits the mirror and goes parallel. The reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis. This is the way of representation. Okay, what happens? The image will form here. So here whatever comes to the left side, so from pole to the object, this is object distance, and from pole to the image is image distance. So here object and image distance both are to the left hand side, so both are negative. So if any image or object comes this side, usually the object will be placed left hand side itself, so object distance will be negative. So if the image comes to right hand side, then it will become positive. So next, in the case of convex mirror, so this is convex mirror where this side will be polished and this side is unpolished surface. Fine. So this is convex mirror and the line which passes through the center is principal axis. Here usually what happens, the image will be, the object will be placed to the left hand side. So the object distance is always negative because to the left hand side is negative. Next, after reflection what happens, so the image will form, usually the image will form here. Okay, the image will be erect means erect and virtual image, so it will be always straight, not inverted. So object image distance will be always positive. Okay, this is image and this is object distance will be negative. So these two things you have to keep it in mind. One more thing is, so if this is a mirror, if this is considered as a concave or convex mirror, if this is an object and this is an image, just consider this is an object and this is an image. Okay, this is object and this is image. So here whatever comes, the height, okay, the size or height of the image, whatever comes above the principal axis, so the height is like this, right? So above the principal axis it is taken as positive, and whatever object or image which comes below, so image always comes below or above. Okay, if it comes below then it will be negative. Fine. So these are the sign conventions. One last thing is, in the case of finding out the magnification, we know the formula for magnification. Magnification is equal to height of the image by height of the object is equal to minus V, image distance by object distance. So here in any of the problem, if the both are not given, height of the image and height of the object both are if not given, we can note here this height of the image and height of the object is also equal to image distance and object distance. So if this is not given, we can directly consider m as minus v by u if we know the information about this, so that we can calculate the value for him. So these are the basic things you have to keep it in mind if you need to solve the physics problems, physics light reflection problems neatly. Okay, coming to the problem now. So a convex mirror, this is a convex mirror. So convex mirror means this is the convex mirror where the radius of curvature is 3 meter. So radius in convex mirror, what happens? Center of curvature is here and principal focus will be here and the pole will be here. So this is center of curvature, this is principal focus, and this is pole. So the distance from pole to center of curvature is considered as radius of curvature. So this radius of curvature comes to the right hand side. So right hand side means the radius of curvature will become positive, right? So radius of curvature is plus 3 meter. Okay, so plus 3.00, or just you can write it as plus 3 meter itself. Fine. So next, if a bus is located here, this bus is an object. Okay, here bus is an object. Object is located at 5 meter from the mirror. In convex mirror, the object will be always in the left hand side. If the object is in the left hand side, the object distance will become negative, right? So the object distance is given as u. The object distance is 5 meter, so it will become negative, minus 5 meter. So it is minus 5 meter. Fine. So next, what we have to find out? We have to find out the position. Position means image distance. Image distance, then nature. Nature means after calculating, after solving the whole problem, we need to confirm whether it is a virtual or real image. Okay, nature, then size of the image. This is the size of the image. Okay, size or height are both the same. So these are the things we need to calculate. Fine. So the first one is, you can see here focal length is not given. They have not given the focal length, so we need to find out in order to calculate all the image distance and object distance. Fine. So first, radius of curvature. What is radius of curvature? So this is radius of curvature. Okay, if this is the pole, okay, if this is the pole and this is the center of curvature and this is the principal focus. Okay, so the distance from pole to center of curvature, the distance from pole to center of curvature is said to be radius of curvature. Okay, and the distance from pole to principal focus is considered as focal length. So what happened? The radius of curvature is 2 times of the focal length, right? So if we calculate f plus f, then it will become r. So radius of curvature is twice the length of focal length. So the formula for radius of curvature is r is equal to 2f. Fine. So but here we need to calculate the value for f. So we will alter the formula. F is equal to, if I take this here, it will become r divided by 2. So here r is plus 3, that is 3 divided by 2. So in order to make the calculation easy, I will keep it like this itself, 3 by 2 meter, or else you can divide also. Okay, if I divide it, it will become 1.5 meter. If I divide 3 by 2, it will become 1.5 meter. So this is radius of curvature. Next, second, so after getting radius of focal length, okay, after getting focal length, we have to calculate. So focal length is determined already. So we need to find out the image distance. In order to find the image distance, we need to apply mirror formula. Okay, so mirror formula is 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Okay, so 1 by f, what is f here? Either you can take 1.5, I will be taking 3 by 2 here, so that to make the calculation easier, is equal to 1 by v. V we need to calculate, plus object distance is minus 5. Okay, right, minus 5 here. Next, so if I take the denominator upside to numerator, it will become reciprocal of it. So it will be 2 by 3. Fine. 2 by 3 is equal to 1 by v plus into minus 1 by 5. Fine. So in the next step, I will be taking this minus 1 by 5 to right hand side. So it will become 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by v. So the LCM of 5 and 3. So the LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. Okay. So next, 3 5s are 15. So 3 5s are 15. 5 into 2, 5 2s are 10. Plus 5 3s are 15. Okay, 5 3s are 15. 3 into 1 is 3 is equal to 1 by v. So this is the way of doing the LCM. So 10 plus 3 is 13 divided by 15 is equal to 1 by v. It is 1 by v. The value of 1 by v is 13 by 15. But we need the value of v. So if I take the reciprocal of it, v is equal to 13 by 15 will become 15 by 13. Okay. So this is the value of image distance. Fine. So this is the image distance. We can make it decimal log. also. So 13 into 15. So 13 ones are 13. So 13 ones are 13. Here 2.0. 13 ones are 13. 7. So 0.0. So 13 fives are 65. So the answer will be image distance is 1.15 meter. Fine. So second image distance also calculated. Now we need to find out h dash. When we calculate the magnification, then we will come to know the nature. Okay. So the third one is magnification. So magnification is given by m is equal to h dash by h is also equal to minus v by u. So what happens here is h dash is also not given, h is also not given, but we know that this h dash and h is equal to minus v by u. We have already derived the formula for this, right? So we can write it as m is equal to minus v by u. So m is equal to minus v. So v is 15 by 13. So minus v means minus 15 by 13 whole divided by u. Object distance is minus 5. So minus 5 means it will become minus 5 by 1. So in the next step, I will be taking this denominator to the numerator part. So what happens? Minus 15 by 13. So this minus 5 by 1 will become 1 by minus 5. So here minus minus get cancels each other. 5 ones are 5 3s are 15. So magnification is 3 by 13. Okay. So next we need to divide this. So 0. So 13 2s are 26. 26. 4 remaining. 0. 13 3s are 39. Okay. This much is enough. So m is equal to positive. This is plus 0.23. So what happens when magnification is positive? Then the nature of image. Okay. The nature of image, when the magnification is positive, the nature of image is virtual and erect. If it is negative, it will become real and inverted. When the nature of image is positive, then it will be virtual and erect. Okay, then what happens? So the object height, okay, sorry, the image height, the image is smaller than the object. Because we know that in convex mirror what happens? In convex mirrors always the image will be point sized and diminished, but it will be erect and virtual. Okay, I hope you understood this problem. So moving on to example 2 problem. Example 2 is an object 4 centimeter in size. Okay, an object is here, it is a concave mirror. So concave mirror means, so object will be, so it is a concave mirror. Okay, so in concave mirror the object will be in the left hand side. So left hand side is negative. Okay, so the object size they have given, not the distance, the size of the object. Okay, the size of the object is 4. So it is above the principal axis. So the size of the object, that is h. H is the size of the object and h dash is the size of the image. So size of the object is given as 4 centimeter. Okay, next is placed at 25 centimeter in front of the concave mirror. So the object distance is given. The object distance is u, which is 25 centimeter from the mirror. Okay, it is in the left hand side. So the object distance u is given as minus 25.0 centimeter. Okay, so next concave mirror of focal length 15 centimeter. Okay, focal length is the distance between principal focus and pole. So this is focal length, which is again in the left hand side. So focal length is also negative. Okay, so that is minus 15.0 centimeter. So at what distance from the mirror should a screen be placed in order to obtain a sharp image? So they are asking at what distance the screen be placed so that we have to get a clear image. So they are asking the image distance. Okay, so image distance. Next, nature and size of the image. So nature of the image and size of the image. So it is h dash, size of the image. So these are the things we need to find out. Okay, first they have given u and f. So u and f, object distance and focal length is given. So we can directly put the mirror formula. So mirror formula is given by 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. So 1 by f is minus 15 is equal to 1 by v we need to find out, plus u is 1 by u is minus 25. Okay, so 1 by minus 15 is equal to 1 by v, plus into minus is minus 1 by 25. So in the next step I will be taking this minus 1 by 25 to left hand side. It will become plus 1 by 25. Here minus 1 by 15 is there. It will become minus 1 by 15 is equal to 1 by v. So now we need to take the LCM of 25 and 15. Okay, LCM of 25 and 15 is 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15. Next we can't divide in a single digit. So 5 5s are 25, 25 3s are 75. So LCM is 75. So 75 LCM. So next see here, 25 1s are 25 3s are 75. So 25 3s are 75. 3 into 1 is, so first we need to divide from the denominator, and we need to multiply the quotient from the numerator. Okay, so 25 3s are 75. 3 into 1 is 3 minus 15 5s are 75. Okay, 15 5s are 75. This 5 into 1 is 5 is equal to 1 by v. Here 3 minus 5 is minus 2 divided by 75 is equal to 1 by v. So the value is 1 by v. So we can write it as v is equal to 75 divided by minus 2. So we can divide it now. So while dividing, don't take this negative sign. Okay. So 2 3s are 6. 1 remaining 15. 2 7s are 14. 1 remaining. Put a point and write a 0 here. So 2 5s are 10. Okay. So the image distance is here, negative sign is there. So write negative 37.5. Here everything is given in centimeter itself. So you need to write centimeter here. So image distance is equal to 37.5 centimeter. Okay. So we got image distance. Next we need to find out h dash. That is by magnification. So this is first one and this will be the second one. So magnification. So actually we don't want magnification here. We need to find out the h dash, that is size of the image. Okay. That is m is equal to h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. So in the previous sum what we have done is, in the previous sum h dash is also not given, h is also not given. If both are not given, we can't solve the problem by using this. Okay. So we directly took m is equal to minus v by u. But in this problem, they have given h value. So h value is 4 and v value is also there, u value is also there. So we can take this formula. Okay. So h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. H dash we need to find out. H is 4 is equal to, minus is there. V is, don't take this decimal point number. You need to take this in order to make the solution easier. Okay. It is minus 75 by 2. Divided by u, object distance is minus 25. Okay. So h dash by 4 is equal to minus into minus plus 75 by 2 divided by, so minus 25 by 1. So next I will take this denominator to numerator side. So it will become reciprocal. So that is 75 by 2 into, if I take this, it will become 1 by minus 25. Okay. So 25 1s are 25 3s are, a minus sign is here. So h dash by 4 is equal to minus 3. So minus is here, that's why I am taking minus here, minus 3 by 2. So next you take this 4 here as cross multiplication, it will become minus 3 by 2 into 4. Okay, I am taking this 4 here. So 2 1s are 2 2s are. Next is 3 2s are 6. Okay, minus sign, you retain that minus sign, 3 2s are 6. So h dash, that is height of the image, is given as minus 6. So now we need to write the nature of the image. Okay, so nature of the image. While writing nature of the image, you need to first note down this negative sign. If there is negative sign means the image will be virtual, the image will be real and inverted. Okay, if it is negative sign, the image will be inverted. Real and inverted. The negative sign signifies it is real and inverted. If there is positive sign signifies virtual and erect. Okay, so image is virtual sorry the image is real inverted. So since in concave mirror, the mirror here is concave mirror. In concave mirror, usually the real and inverted image will form. Okay, real and inverted, and we can see here only you note down the number. Don't take care of the negative sign. Okay, the number is 6. This is the image distance. So what about the object distance? Object distance is 4. So the image is greater than the object, right? So the image is enlarged. So this is the nature of the image. I hope you understood this. This is the question part. The first question in this section is find the focal length of a convex mirror. Okay, we need to find out the focal length. The focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is 32 centimeter. It's a simple problem. Okay, so we know the relationship between radius of curvature and focal length. So radius of curvature is twice the focal length, right? Here radius of curvature is given, we need to find the focal length. So we need to alter the formula, that is f is equal to r divided by 2. So f is equal to r is given, that is 32 centimeter. So 32 divided by 2. So 2 1s are 1 carry, 2 6 are 12. So focal length is given by 16 centimeter. That's it. So this is the way of finding out the focal length when radius of curvature is given. I hope you understood. So moving on to the second question. The second question is a concave mirror produces 3 times magnified. Magnified means magnification is given here. Okay, and the magnification is 3 times. Okay, 3 times magnified real image of an object is given. So magnification is 3 times means magnification is equal to 3 where it is a real image. So real image means if the magnification is negative then it will give a real image. If the magnification is positive then it will give a virtual image. So it is a real image, so we need to write it as minus 3. Okay, so magnified 3 times the magnified real image. So magnified real image of an object placed at 10 centimeter. So object is placed at 10 centimeter means object distance is given. Okay, object distance is represented by u and it is a concave mirror. In a concave mirror always the object will be placed in the left hand side. Okay, so if it is in the left hand side then the object distance will be negative, right? So object distance is minus 10 centimeter. Fine. So then we need to find out where the image located. We need to find out the image distance. Okay, so we need to find out. So we know the formula for magnification. Magnification is equal to minus v by u. This is also a very simple problem. Whereas magnification is minus 3 is equal to minus v divided by u is minus 10. Okay, here minus minus get cancels each other. So minus 3 is equal to v by 10. Next cross multiply. So minus 3 into 10 is equal to v. So v is equal to minus 30. So in the concave mirror image also usually image will fall in the left hand side itself, therefore the image will also be negative. Okay, minus 30 centimeter. So the image is located at 30 centimeter from the pole. Okay, therefore image is located at 30 centimeter. You should not write minus 30 centimeter. Minus signifies it is a real image. Okay, 30 centimeter from the pole in front of. So this is the front portion of concave mirror. So this is the back portion. Okay, so in front of concave mirror, in front of concave mirror, and which is which is a real image. Already in the question they have given that it is a real image. So hope you understood this problem. So this will be the last question of this part 3 of light reflection and refraction. Hope you understood all the session which I have explained here. So if you have any doubt or queries, please comment me. And if you have any suggestions also, please give me. It will help me to improve my videos. Thank you. Thanks a lot.